And the question now is who's made for Marcus? Is it his girlfriend or his stepsister? And Hope finds herself in a bit of a fix as well. It's just us.
I was christened in it. And my father.
And me?
Of course.
Was I?
All of us, including Daddy and Uncle Richard.
You must be very old.
Yes, it is. It represents a tradition going back more than 100 years. It's very important.
Who's that?
It's Uncle Richard and Daddy, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Ah. And there he is on his graduation day at Oxford. Oh, there's Katie's christening. And there's the christening gown.
No, because some little piglet troughed all the milk.
First up, first served. Do you know the routine?
Well, where are you going?
It's up down to college to sign up to do all those exams again that I failed.
Shut it.
Well, you will be back in time for the christening, won't you?
Possibly.
And you do know where the church is, don't you?
Probably.
And then we're meeting at Grandma Holsworth first.
Hello, I'm Janice Woods from Social Services. Is Mrs. Holdsworth in?
No, she's gone looking for some stupid christening dress.
Auntie Sandra, Jeffrey's sticking a piece of toast into your video machine.
What? Well, stop him! You just sit there gawping. Oh, you silly, stupid, naughty little boy. Oh, I knew this would happen sooner or later. I knew it was only a matter of time before one of you would start wreaking destruction. Oh, well, I've kept quiet long enough. There's a number of things I'm not happy about. Oh, yes, all innocence.
Oh. Janice Woods, Adoption Services.
Oh, hello. I'll be back in a minute. Graham, make her a cup of tea. Graham! Excuse me. Thank you.
I told them it was a slum when we moved in. But of course, they didn't listen. Well, I suppose it were all no we could afford with there being so many of us.
And it was the plumbing that was at fault, was it?
Well, toilet kept on getting jammed, so place stank like a pig farm. And there were no hot water either. But we got used to that. And then there were damp in bedrooms, especially one that they put our Jeffrey in. So council said we had to move out now before we got typhoid or cholera. Or both.
So you're all living in this little flat?
All 8 of us. And Auntie Sandra. There were another one as well, Laura. But she's been sent to an asylum now. I think she's quite happy there. Didn't they tell you?
You're a grown man. You'll just have to tell him a little the truth, that he can't find the christening gown, and that I bought her a new one, so it doesn't matter.
I don't think you realise what this means to her. Exactly what...
No, I don't, and I don't care either.
Jenny.
What?
Can't we bleach the pink one or something?
Peach.
Well, she might not notice if...
I know we can't bleach it because I like it the way it is.
Hello?
Mr. Holdsworth, Mrs. Holdsworth, I came with some good news. We've decided to recommend that your application to adopt Jeffrey goes to court.
Oh. Well, that is good news. Thank you very much.
There's just a few more little questions about your domestic arrangements I thought I might ask.
What does Uncle Richard actually do in Tokyo?
He deals in bonds.
I know that. I mean, what's he actually do with them?
He buys them and then he sells them again.
Grandma, have you got a needle and thread I could borrow?
Needle and thread, whatever for. It's in the sewing box under the stairs.
So I'll wait to hear from you and then we can get things moving.
Yes, that's marvellous news. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're very pleased.
Sorry about the misunderstanding.
Well, bye then.
Oh, hello. Mr. Postlethwaite's seen to it. He's a dab-hand with anything mechanical. He says there's nothing damaged, but there's just a bit of marmalade on the thingies.
Bye then.
Bye.
Bye.
That woman's timing is impeccable. That's twice she's done.
Graham?
Where is he? I'll throttle him.
Just thought I'd come round early, and see if you needed out the way.
Yes, well, I think we have everything under control. Now, I take it you're getting changed before the ceremony.
Grandma, I think Uncle Richard's here.
Oh, good gracious. So soon. Richard. Oh, Richard.
Hello, Mother. How are you?
Oh. Let me look at you. So handsome and so smart.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, not at all. The christening won't be for another 2 hours. The others aren't even here yet.
2 hours?
Plenty of time for you to tell us all that you've been up to. Now, Katie, don't hide away. Come along. Now, this is Katie. You remember Uncle Richard?
Hi.
And I'm Graham Clarkson. How do you do? I'm very well, thank you.
This is one of Jenny's boys. Now, Hope, where is Hope?
Oh, she's upstairs crying.
She is not.
She flipping is.
What is she doing?
She's probably getting ready.
Hope? Hope! Do come down and say hello to Uncle Richard.
Are there yet?
No. Social worker called round at Auntie Sandra's earlier.
What social worker?
You know, adoption woman. They're letting him adopt our Jeffrey. It's official.
Half the family's here, and the other half staying with Jenny's sister. So it's been very nice having the girls here. They're both such...
Marcus?
What?
Marcus, if you'd done something bad, even if you hadn't meant to, but it was still so awful that nothing would ever be the same again afterwards. And if people had found out what you'd done, you wish you were dead, what would you do?
Graham, I want you. Come here. Right then. Who's been lying through his teeth then again, eh?
It's only a joke.
What on earth is going on?
Sorry, Mother.
Go on, in.
Richard.
Stephen, hello.
Oh, this is my wife, Jenny.
How do you do?
Hello.
And Eve. How are you?
Very well, thanks, yes. And you?
Oh, marvellous. Wonderful. Strange to see you. I mean, it's very nice to see you. Now, Mother, I'm afraid I've got some rather bad news. And some good news. Is Marcus here?
I'm here.
Well, the good news is that we're getting...
The good news is you're adopting Jeff. It's not good news, right? And if the bad news is you can't find the christening dress, you better go upstairs and talk to Hope about it because she's in a bedroom crying.
Excuse me.
What's all this about the christening gown? Stephen?
Would you like to hold your goddaughter?
Stephen?
I'm not terribly good with babies, I'm afraid.
Mum, think I fractured my knee.
He exaggerates. Hello, I'm Jenny's sister, Sandra, the godmother.
Ah.
What time's that Laura's trained you in?
Laura!
Hope? Hope, it's Daddy. Can I come in?
Are you going to smack me?
Smack you? When did I ever smack you?
Steve! It's 25 past.
Not now, Jenny. Darling, can I come in? Hope? What on earth's the matter? Today's supposed to be a happy day. I mean, it is a happy day. Do you know why? It's not just that Eve's being christened. We think we're going to be able to go ahead and adopt Geoffrey. There. Isn't that good news? It's not a day for crying. There's nothing worth crying for today. Nothing. I promise.
I didn't know it was the christening gown. I was only little when I cut it out. I've got no idea how the stains got on it.
Oh dear. I wonder what we're going to tell Grandma.
It's not a problem, honestly.
Well, you'll have to be careful, because sometimes it slips out of gear.
Richard, oh really? Can't somebody else go and pick Laura up?
Do you know what station is?
Isn't he good looking and so smart? And did you see his shoes?
Wait, Mom. I'm coming.
Marcus, are you all right?
I failed my exams, music stinks, and now your daddy's taking my little brother off me.
You're not losing him.
Get lost, will you? Just leave me alone. I'm sick of you all.
Then he left Oxford with a first in PPE.
Oh, did they do that at university?
And then he
Mother.
spent time at the LSE, where he excelled, not to put too fine a point on it. Then he spent some time in New York, but he finds that his spiritual home is in the Far East.
Well, he would. He seems very otherworldly.
Yes.
So he's a doctor of gymnastics then?
What?
PE? You said PE?
Oh dear, PPE. Politics, philosophy and economics. Or is it politics, psychology and economics? Well, it's one or the other.
Now then?
Oh, I thought you'd gone upstairs to change her.
Mother, could I have a little word, please?
Oh, yes.
You're quiet, you are you?
Sorry.
You can go 30 on this road, you know.
Something's happened.
What?
Slowing down.
It's the christening gown. Hope had a little adventure with it. She feels perfectly awful about it. I am sorry, Mother.
Why wasn't it kept somewhere safe? Why wasn't it kept where she couldn't get her hands on it?
Mother, these things happen.
Only to you, Stephen. Only to you.
Look, Mother.
Stupid dress.
That's what this gown represents. Whole generations being brought up properly, decently, with respect for each other's property. Well, we'd better see what we can do about it.
Do you sell petrol? I mean, do you sell petrol in cans?
What seems to be the problem?
We've broken down a road, you see, and we were wondering whether we could have some petrol in a can.
No cans.
Eh?
We haven't any cans.
We're in a rush. My sister's getting christened in half an hour and my other sister's stuck at station.
It isn't company policy.
It's an emergency.
May we make a phone call?
It isn't company policy.
She's gonna think we're not even coming.
My card.
Well, I could make a phone call for you. Who's it to?
Phone this number. I want a car here, now.
Certainly. Dr. Holdsworth.
I, came with Uncle Richard.
Hello, Laura. You've grown.
Sorry about being late, it's just that we ran out of petrol.
Thanks for coming to fetch me.
Oh, I want to think you liked me.
Here we are. Washed, dried, and sewn back together.
Is that it? The famous christening gown?
I did explain that it had a little accident.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, she's just not going to wear it.
Look, Mother, you see, Sandra and Jenny went and bought this peach one
Pink.
the other day because, well, they didn't know about the family one.
I see. And do you prefer this, whatever colour it is one, Stephen? Well, as you wish. It's your daughter's christening. I'm only her grandmother, apparently.
No, Mother, wait.
What?
All my life I've avoided confrontation, but somehow I always seem to end up in the middle of it. It's not a weakness trying to avoid it, it's simply a desire to make things run more smoothly. To look at what's really important and not get angry about trivia and nonsense. And frankly, today, as far as I'm concerned, Eve can be christened in a Leeds United football strip because it won't make a scrap of difference to the way that Jenny and the children and I feel about her. Or the way that we bring her up. Would it, Jenny?
All right, she can wear it.
By your prayers, your example, and by your teaching. Eve Florence, I baptize you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Yes, and children in the front, please. Freya. Jenny, go in the middle. Have you just done it? Yes, come on, yes, fine. Steve, who's in now? Okay, and parents, please, next.
Do have another salmon sandwich, Richard. I made them specially for you.
I've really had quite sufficient, Mother, thank you.
Let me give you a little more wine.
Better not.
Oh, Graham.
So, you're a doctor then?
Yes. Yes, but
Well,
I'm
maybe you could have a look at me knee, you see. because-
not that sort of doctor. I'm a doctor of economics.
Now, how's life, Richard?
How's work? Fine. Yes, fine, thank you.
Not thinking of settling down, then? Starting a family?
I think not. Look, Stephen, I've got to be making tracks, I'm afraid. I've got a flight to Paris in an hour.
Does Mother know? I think she was rather hoping that you could stay a bit longer.
For Emma.
Eve.
Eve. Open an account for her.
Oh, well, thank you. Will you excuse me? I've got to phone the council.
I'm sorry about earlier. I didn't mean what I said. It's just getting on top of me, staying at Sandra's.
Could ask to come and stay here.
Yeah, your grandma'd love that, wouldn't she?
Could ask.
Brett's got a house in Sheffield. They need another person to move in. Help with the rent.
What would you do in Sheffield?
College. Get a job.
Great.
Think I should?
It's up to you.
I have to stop here for.
What about Zoe?
She'll be off to Hull in a few weeks. Anyway.
What?
I don't know.
Maybe I should have gone to boarding school.
You didn't just stop here because of me, though, did you?
Didn't I?
Katie? Katie? Your Uncle Richard's leaving.
I better.
Everything all right?
Yeah. Everything's fine.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much for being here.
Take care of yourself. Don't keep so long next time.
Short and sweet.
Hmm?
His visit.
Yes. Gave me a cheque for Eve. Opened an account for her.
£100?
Yes. He ripped it out of his chequebook as if it was £2.50, and I was the milkman.
I just can't grasp that he's your brother. I mean, he's so...
So different.
Yeah.
As if we've got nothing in common, except a surname, whatever that's worth. Jenny, do you think we're doing the right thing? Adopting Jeffrey?
Do you know, it's funny, but I was going to say exactly the same thing. I mean, who are we doing it for?
Did you see the three of them? Graham and Marcus and him round the font?
Yeah. We can't do it, can we?
Still think I will go to Sheffield.
Bye! Bye! I need to talk to you about Marcus and Katie.
Oh, no. Where does it now?
No, really.
Get a chance to speak to Uncle Richard about Oxbridge.
Perhaps there'll be another time.
Hang on a minute, everybody. I've got a little surprise.
Sick of his surprises.
Well, you'll like this one, but before that, I just want to say thank you to Mother for arranging our lovely christening tea.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mother.
Thank you.
Right, now, the good news is, and I've just been on the phone to the council, our house, wait for it,
Has been beamed to Mars.
It's fallen down.
no, it's going to be ready for us to move into first thing tomorrow morning.
Oh, marvellous. That's
Now,
brilliant.
almost everything will be back to normal.
What?
Unfortunately, Mr. Pratt won't be there. Sadly, his house is still out of bounds. They've discovered the problem. The blockage is actually under his property.
I can't believe it.
Come on.
Steve, when are we going to tell him about Jeff?
Tomorrow.
I don't think Uncle Richard really is Daddy's brother. I think they must have swapped him with another baby when he was little. I'm surprised nobody else has noticed. Back in our own bed tomorrow night, Rags. We'll be able to hear Graham snoring through the ceiling again. Night, Rags. Night, Special Ted. Night, Annabelle Kaczynski.